What food should someone try if they visit your country? East African countries: an omelette made of fries, eggs and spices, chips my eye. Spicy sugarcane juice. Spicy sugarcane juice? My Caribbean ass quivering with joy at the thought. Smiley face. Sometimes you can find it in Asian grocery shops, then you just have to add cardamom and lemongrass to it. Brother, fries, Belgian waffles, pralines, beer. As someone who recently visited Belgium, West Vlaanders, stoofvlees, sausage, is also absolutely godlike. The real kind of stoofvlees made with Belgian beer. Some don't do that, but man, it's good. Also, don't go to the big chocolatier chains for pralines. Go to smaller, more artisanal chocolatiers. The big chains, Newhouse, Leonidas etc., are great too, but Chocolate Line, for example, is pure art. What is a brother fry? When you feel sad, one of your brothers will bring you some fries as comfort food. Brother fries. Vietnam, pho, banh mi, of course, but also try bun cha if you are in Hanoi. It is a must. The great thing about pho is that there's a pho for almost everyone, even picky eaters. Pho show. Vietnamese iced coffee is to die for. Couldn't get enough of it when I was in Vietnam. I dislike coffee generally, but goddamn, I could suck ca phi suet down any day. It's the only coffee I truly enjoy. Bun bo hue. Bun rio. My favorite thing to eat in Vietnam was the million different variations on. So good, and I only discovered it around halfway through my trip, so sad about all the chess I missed before I discovered it. Web link. Colombia, chocolate santafereño, or hot chocolate. I know what you're thinking. What's so distinctive about plain old hot chocolate? Or maybe, insert dumb Colombia drug joke here, but let me tell you right now, there is nothing better on a chilly morning in the Altiplano than a mug of hot chocolate to fill you with vim and vigor. What makes our take on hot chocolate so different? 3 things. First, ours has a richer concentration of cacao. The rest of the world takes what is essentially sugar with powdered cocoa and mixes it with milk. Not so in Colombia. Our chocolate actually comes in bricks of pure cacao paste with a tiny bit of panela, unrefined cane sugar, and cinnamon. The result is a beverage that is less cloyingly sweet and more rich and flavorful, with a deep aroma that is at once sweet and nutty. Second, preparation. This, too, is different in Colombia. Rather than grind our wonderful chocolate into dust, we make it by heating our delicious ingots of dark gold in an oleta, a tall pot that resembles a metallic pitcher, along with milk, cloves and a couple of sticks of cinnamon. Once the chocolate softens, we take a molinillo, a type of grooved, wooden, mace-like whisk, and beat the mixture with a motion akin to that of prehistoric man making fire. The result is a light, foamy beverage that goes down smooth. Finally, there's the cheese. Yes, you read that right, we put cheese in our chocolate. I can see your brow furrowing even now, but rest assured, this is a soft, fresh, unsalted cheese, also known as farmer's cheese or white cheese, that has a chewy texture, like unsalted mozzarella. Drop a few pieces in your chocolate while you snack on a pan de bono, cornflour sourdough bread, or a pan de yuca, pillowy, savory manioc bread, and fish them out once they're soft. There are many wonderful dishes that make up Colombia's cuisine. But as someone who doesn't live there anymore, there's only one dish I really truly miss, and that's chocolate santafereño. I'm still not 100% certain what it is you're selling, but I am 100% certain I'm buying it. Trust me, you won't regret it and you'll never think of hot chocolate the same way. Wow, this was spectacular to read. Thanks for sharing, and you have a real gift with words. I've been to Bogota 4 times over the past few years, and despite hearing mixed reviews of the food, I loved it. I spent ages trying to find somewhere selling gaskas in the UK so I could make ajiaco when I got home, because I was so addicted. Also shout out to Patacones. Biltong in South Africa, brew. Kook sisters. Milk tart. Following close behind. Malva pudding. Durban curry, preferably as a bunny chow. Second biltong. Babidi, Gatsby, Cape Malay curry. For truly African, walkie-talkie, smiley. In Finland we have this breakfast thing called pluro. You put a coin on the bottom of a coffee mug and pour coffee until the coin is not visible anymore. Then you pour vodka until the coin is visible again. Best enjoyed with a cigarette. When I was in Thailand I saw Finnish breakfast in the menu at a restaurant. It was a shot of vodka, a coffee and 2 cigarettes. I thought it was just a quirky tourist joke. Came here to say the same thing. It cracked me up every time I saw it in Thailand. Tell me you're joking. Coffee and vodka breakfast? It's a hair of the dog drink after you vita persita lale, which roughly translates to pulling asses on one shoulder, meaning heavy drinking. I see. Wow, at my age if I drank that when hungover I might die. Finland sounds fun though. Something about a dirty coin in my drink puts me off. I know it's washed probably, but still. Coins go everywhere. That's why there is so much vodka with it. Its solely purpose is to kill the coin. We have the same. In Norway but with moonshine, got to say though it is not a breakfast kind of thing. If you are in Germany, eat real German bread from a real bakery. Edit. Fake bread from a fake bakery means, for example, toast from a supermarket. I love Käsespätzle with speck and raw Zwiebeln, egg noodles with cheese, bacon and crispy fried onions. Where can I get this in New York City? Beer House has it. Just don't know how good they are there. Germans are always prepared. Bringing their own cheese too, just in case. Man, that pun was the Wurst. Wurstkäse scenario. I offered a German some bread, he said no thank you, I brought my own. I hit a German with a water balloon and she said, "Was are you doing?" Stepbruder. At least they didn't offer you sausages. German sausages are the Wurst. Man, I still have dreams about fresh German pretzels. Yes. I would also recommend a doner kebab. Extra delicious if you're having it after a night of drinking. Americans also love their meats, we even have doner parties. Why have I forgotten doner? It's understandable. I took for granted that you could stop by any bakery in any town and the Brötchen would be amazing no matter what. Also, go for the local beer/brewery, not the typical brands that are sold nationwide. You can have all kinds of flavors. Ask the publican for advice. Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte. And sausages. I've never eaten a half-decent sausage outside of Germany. German sausages are the Wurst. Edit. Holy crap, this blew up overnight. I'm glad I had my phone on silent. Thanks for the awards. My most popular Reddit comment ever is a dad joke. There used to be a hot dog place at a local market near me called Best of the Wurst. Best name ever. I hope they had a TV playing RLM videos all day long. Tarte flambe, Paris Brest, Coin Amen, and of course a proper croissant. The proper croissant indeed, also maybe a chocolatine pain au chocolat. Also y'all eat a damn raclette, it's literally proof of God's existence. Edit. Wow. You kind stranger for popping my silver cherry, next time maybe buy me a drink first, eh? I'm from Montreal and live close to this amazing French bakery that does Coin Amen, and it's my favorite French pastry. Better than any I ate in France. 2 things really, one that probably a lot of people will hate but it's so good. Raw Atlantic herring with white onion and pickles. And the other one which everyone will love, stroopwafels. I'm Dutch myself and not the biggest fan of pickled herring. Stroopwafels are the best though, and I'd also recommend poffertjes. Poffertjes. This is your moment. Effing 1 kilogram bags of chocolate Kruidnoten. I once filled a mug with them, poured milk, and ate them like morning cereals. That sounds effing rancid, I going to do that. My favorite food when I was in Amsterdam was bitterballen. The perfect beer snack. I used to live in the Netherlands and I love the country, but the food I was enjoying a lot was kibbeling. I can really just recommend it to anyone. Eat it when you are in Rotterdam at the Marktthal. For Kondelbrugge. Oh boy, my UK Dutch friends send me stroopwafels. So good. As someone who spent a year in the Netherlands, love the raw herring with onion and pickles. Followed up by a shot of gin too. Is there a specific name for the alcohol you sometimes get served the herring? Maybe it starts with a J? Didn't know it was served with herring, but that must be Jenever. Gin was actually developed by the British after being introduced to Dutch Jenever. I'm remembering a very specific incident when I was served Jenever with herring, but I think it's generalizable. Was at a herring shop. Took a shot of the herring and onions, throw it down your gullet like you would an oyster, and then was given some Jenever to chase it all down. 10/10 recommend. Thanks for the Jenever info. Anzac biscuits. I see your Anzac biscuits and raise you a lamington and pavlova. I see your lamington and pavlova and raise you fairy bread and a steak and mushroom pie. Brazil - açaí or coxina. Don't forget pão de queijo and brigadeiro. And feijoada. Scottish Indian food, it's a distinct thing, different even from British Indian. Lots of onion-based gravy blended down to hide the vegetables, crisp fried pakoras, and huge pillowy naan. It wouldn't be recognizable by an Indian person, but it follows its own conventions. Every Scottish Indian restaurant will have largely the same dishes on the menu with some house specialties. It's the most comforting thing to me, and there's probably an argument for it being the most authentic Scottish food. The vast majority of people here will have eaten a tikka masala way more often than venison or salmon. And we effing love to argue about which place does it best. Love the Indian food there. If whoever reads this is ever in Perth, try Sizzlers, best Indian takeaway in Scotland. This was such a bizarre sentence to me. In Australia, which has both a Perth and a Sizzlers restaurant. A chain which is like a weird cafeteria / all-you-can-eat salad bar buffet here. Recently insolvent because nobody made friends there, I guess. Lol, no, I mean Perth, Scotland, and wow, same restaurant name too, but very different. A crab / seafood boil. If you're up in Maine, USA, it's a delicious mess of crab, red potatoes, ears of corn, sausage, and whatever seafood you want to add like shrimp, mussels, lobster, etc. You boil it all together in a big pot with Old Bay, white wine, and a bunch of other seasonings, and then you dump it out onto a picnic table and everyone goes to town on it. It's a glorious mess. Louisiana does this really well, too. Ours is generally going to be way spicier though. Yep. Grew up in Houston, but my mom is from there. Doing another crawfish boil outside today even though it's freezing lol. All that spice inside will send you into sneezing fits. Edit. I now live in Northern California in the Sierra Nevada range. Think Donner Pass event. They make documentaries about it. If I'd had my way when I made this comment, PSD, sorry for not clarifying, would have done a boil then lol. We can get crawfish out here. American hearty breakfast from a diner. Has to be 2K calories minimum. And barbecue. You got to have barbecue. Anyone that comes to America needs to try a nice Texas barbecue, preferably a local one, none of the chain stuff. Honestly, they probably need to try several different varieties. Texas, KC, Memphis, East Carolina at a minimum. This American barbecue is very regional with different styles and flavors depending on which state you're in. Texas-style brisket gets a lot of love, but Carolina whole hog pit barbecue is a must-try. The real American diner experience is a Waffle House in the South where the cooks talk friendly to you but start yelling at each other or regulars while serving you delicious food that gets cold in minutes with a soda that has too much ice. I miss Waffle House. Waffle House at 2 a.m. is objectively the best decision. Edit. Since you all are sharing memories, my first time eating Waffle House was at 2 a.m., in the middle of a cross-country move. There was a few drunks meandering around and what appeared to be a drug deal going on in the parking lot. To this day, Still the best damn waffles I've ever had. It became my go-to when I was working closing shift in fast food. Meat pies if you go to Australia. Or a Bunnings sausage sizzle. A good meat pie at that. Otherwise you want to drench that bad boy in tomato sauce. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube. And share them with your friends. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. We welcome your comments below. Another of our videos will begin shortly.